Hello there! Have you ever wondered how much oil you need for a nuclear power plant that is capable of producing 1 terawatt of power? I have the answer for you, and you won't believe how simple it is. So join me on today's journey where we utilize the most powerful alternative recipes in Satisfactory. Stick around until the end because I have packed this video with astonishing visuals that you won't want to miss with the new photo mode in Satisfactory 1.1. So what we are going to do today is I have to bring up the Satisfactory modeler where I have planned out my whole nuclear setup I want to build. And don't worry, it looks like a mess, but I am the master of all messes. Messes. And with that, the first goal I want to achieve is the uranium fuel rods 40 per minute I want to produce, and I decided to make step after step. So this one would be a step, that whole production line would be a step with the respective resources, but what we are focusing on today is plastic and rubber. And for that, I have a little setup here. And how does one pioneer make the most amount of plastic and rubber out of oil, you may wonder? Well, you only need 3 recipes. 3 recipes, and one of the most important recipe is the heavy oil residue alternative recipe. So we take the 600 oil, put it into 20 refineries, out comes heavy oil residue, 800 of it, and 400 polymer resin. The polymer resin goes straight into another set of refineries to make the first batch of rubber. That would be 200, combining with some water, and the heavy oil residue goes into blenders, diluted fuel recipe blenders. That's the second most important recipe. It takes water as well and the heavy oil residue and turns it into 1600 fuel. The fuel then gets divided, and there's where the third most important recipe comes into place. Well, actually it's 2 of them, but they're kind of the same. Same. One of them is recycled rubber. We take plastic, make rubber out of it with the fuel, and the other one is recycled plastic. It does exactly the same, except the opposite input and output resources. And if you continue these steps, you can see here that's the first step, and then the second step, it's the same recipes, but we take the rubber, turn it into more plastic. We take the plastic, turn it into more rubber. We take the rubber, turn it into even more plastic, and that's how it's going to work. And you repeat that until you have no fuel left. So we can take 600 oil, turn it into 1600 plastic and 400 rubber. So for this production line, I decided to go in the Spire Coast where I have my lovely water packaging set up. It's on the map around here, and we are having here 2 impure nodes of oil and 1 normal one that makes exactly 600 oil if you overclock the extractors. So the next logical step would be turn the oil into the heavy oil residue. And we need 4 production steps, so I'm thinking we're gonna build 4 floors, but we are not going to build the oil processing steps on the first floor. We're gonna build them on the second floor, because I want to have the production line that uses water on the first floor, so I don't have to pump the water up in the sky. So that means I'm going to build some blueprints with all the connections, pipes and belts. Here is the blueprint for the heavy oil residue, and I'm also going to make a blueprint for the
layout choices.
Thanks, Ada, for the diluted fuel recipe. That's going to be on the first floor, most bottom floor, and the other one would be the residual rubber recipe that also needs water. So I'm going to build the first 2 floors of my 4-story building, and I catch you there. Okay, first 2 floors are built. Let's go quickly over them. This set of refineries takes in the oil and, as mentioned, puts out the heavy oil residue as well as some residual stuff. The residual stuff goes in these refineries, polymer resin I mean, makes the first batch of rubber, and these are the blenders with the heavy oil residue to make the fuel. I did play around with the numbers a bit, so they turn out really nice. Take in 100 heavy oil residue and 200 water and make it 200 fuel. It's very easy to calculate and know where do I have to put the pipes and stuff. And I love some clean pipe job. You know me. So what I'm going to do next is make some design stuff to design the first 2 floors. Connect the oil and let the whole system go brrrr for a bit. Okay, oil is coming in. Go on the 2nd floor into the respective machines. Makes the heavy oil residue that comes out in these lovely pink pipes and combine the water with them on the 1st floor as mentioned. And I have to admit, I made a massive mistake. I only put in 7 of these blenders. And I had to cram in a 8th one. And it looks kinda shit. But hey, nobody's perfect. We all do mistakes. And it's crammed in the corner over there. And I don't care. May some guys care more about the insides. I care more about the outsides and looks of it. Not related to real life, of course. But that's it. That's set up. The last thing to do would be connect the power from here to think here, and that should pump the oil. And if we go up there, the oil should reach its destination to make the respective recipes work. So oil has arrived and it's going great. Now next step would be if we take a refinery.
I would have done it differently.
You would have done it differently? I not. And if you quickly look at our cheat sheet, take the produced rubber, turn it right into plastic with the recycled plastic recipe. And I'm going to build the next floor with these about 20 refineries. So we take these 400 plastics, mix in with some fuel and produce the 800 rubber. So I'm going to build the next floor and catch you there. Okay, next floor build. I decided to make the fuel pipes, these copper pipes. I think they fit the theme really well and they're shiny and looking nice and I like shiny stuff. Good. What's going to happen here is fuel and rubber makes some plastic. On every row there are 6 machines, 6 refineries. If we quickly look into here, 5 of them are normal production rate. The last one of every row is overclocked. Overclocked with some power shards shenanigans. And don't worry about this awesome sink over there. Up there, that's just for testing purposes. So the whole system gets run and started. So cool stuff. All should work. Let's design that floor. Yeah, baby, I like. So, next step would be last bit of machines. These ones here. So about 32 refineries. And we have the end products then produced. So, let me make the next floor and catch you there. Well done, well done. Turns out I need exact the same amount of refineries I needed this floor below, so a easy setup. So I have my blueprints here and mentioned before overclocking the last ones of machines. And to test that whole thing, we have a new cool stuff in Satisfactory 1.1 where we have some belt counters. Oh, not unlocked yet. What? Where are they? Awesome shop. I guess so. Management. Yeah, look, not even the floor holes I have unlocked. So let me do that real quick. Remove that thing. Oh, Ada's voice line is broken. Doesn't matter. Where are they? Here. Conveyor throughput monitor. So we put one here, and I'm gonna put one for the rubber down below. And now it's calibrating. It's gonna take a minute or two. 1 minute, I think. So yeah, the production line for these kind of recipes are pretty slow with the manifold system because rubber and plastic stack to 200. And because of the manifold, these items take a long time to build up. So the first machines take the most of items, then the second, third, and so on. So that's gonna take a while, but we are not finished with the build yet. And there's still some stuff to do, especially decorating this floor now. Ugh. Hell yeah! How you like that? Do you like my wall design there? Let me know! And I have also built the train station where the plastic and rubber get picked up. You can see here. I've not connected it to the main train line. That's going to be the next step. But yeah, we're pretty much finished. So the copper, the plastic and rubber comes down on this wall, goes over this bridge and here into the train station. And this system never has to stop. It cannot stop, otherwise it fails because of the fuel production. So if these bins are full and the freight platform are full, I have a overflow splitter that goes downhill into this room. That's just 3 awesome sinks that's going to be sunken. Now let us quickly check the numbers. 580. Well, it's a long time. All this building and stuff was a long time, and it's still not at 800. They should go up to 800 eventually, but we're gonna see. And for the rubber, it's going how? Up. 0. Oh, I did not check before. Maybe make another one. That can't be 0, right? Yeah, I think that throughput monitor was bugged. Didn't check that before. Oh well, 360, it's going up. It should go to 400 then. Okay, now what we are going to do is fly up here first and land nicely. Good. I'm gonna build the train line over to the nuclear power plant, and once that's done, I'll catch you there. Okay, train station on the receiving end is built. Trains are set up. The oil setup is somewhere behind these rocks there. Ooh, you can really go zoom in with the new camera mode. That's nice. So I'm gonna start these trains and then can show you the train line. It's nothing special, just connected to my train highway that's already built and in the open. So timetable is set up and you are good to go for the other one as well. Let me quickly hop in here. Queue self. Next up is unreachable. Oh no. Oh no. I messed up something. Right? I messed up something. Let me find the problem and I get you there then. Well, I found the problem, but oh, look at my water trains. It is so cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't watched this video where I built this whole platform in the desert, where I paved a whole biome here, go check it out. It's in the playlist down below. But after you watch this video, of course. So I found the problem, and the problem was I have the incoming train on this train track here that goes in, so the outgoing train should be on this track, but I connected it to the floor down below. Silly snusi, but that's an easy fix, so let me do that. Okay, I think it's fixed. Only thing left to do is connect that track to that track, and the trains should go. Yay, they go. Nice. Cool stuff. Now the plastic and rubber is going to be loaded. No. What? What happened? Oh, I'm sinking. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We officially turned 600 oil into 2k plastic and rubber. We added another 2 trains and we made a nice looking building. So thanks for watching, very much appreciate it, and a closer is overrated. We're gonna build them on the second floor because I want to have the recipes that uses water on the most bottom floor, on the first. Kopftori.